Hello, hiya, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Lord Otter, and I'm joined by quite a few guests this evening. I'll go ahead and skip the introductions for myself. Frederick, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How you been, Otter?
I've been good. I've been writing, getting stuff ready for my second book release, which I'm hoping to get a few things together very soon. Got an audiobook in production as well, so that's very exciting.
Good. You'll be able to get started on your third book now.
Yeah. A lot of things are happening right now, so things are starting to ramp up, and I'm really excited for it. But yeah. So Wrangler, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. And Otter, thanks again for doing these streams. They're very productive and they're a lot of fun. In fact, everybody, give Otter a like. Give him a subscription because everybody needs more Otter in their newsfeed.
I like likes. Likes are my favorite. Favorite my likes and favorite my favorites. All right.
Spoken like a true Otter.
How are you doing, James?
I am doing well, just chilling here in a hat and a raincoat and ready to get some writing done.
What's your name? Badger Rattel P.I.?
Badger Rattel P.I. Sometimes the ladies just call me the Badge.
That's a good nickname, especially for a private detective. Are you writing a murder mystery tonight, James?
No, just a mystery. Mystery how I'm going to solve all these crimes. Also,
yes, it's quite a mystery indeed.
Yes, it's so mysterious I don't even know what they are yet.
Oh my god.
Get more mysterious than that.
Okay, so we've got 4 of us. One thing I can do we want to start from the top, or we can also spin the wheel of names?
Listen, I'm always for
Let's always go for the wheel.
All right, let me
You need to add like a slot that says bankrupt for some reason. I don't know what it would do though, but it just, adds a thrill.
Oh no.
Let me go ahead and share. Pull it up. There we go. We've got the wheel.
Just the whole wheel says bankrupt.
I'll go ahead and add James.
Become an author.
And yeah.
You need to add an extra wrangler.
Do we want to add 2 wranglers?
No.
Oh, come on. That's no fun.
One of me is about to drop off. I'm about to reintegrate into one.
Oh, okay. I see the clone wrangler is going to become like 1 now.
Yeah. It's called weight loss.
Oh, I see. All right. We'll go ahead and spin in 3, 2, 1. Wait. Before I do that, that is going to remove it, I believe. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. What's it going to land on? And
come on, 7.
James is the first.
Woo!
You're going to have to solve that mystery of what the mystery is, James.
That's actually not a bad idea for a title for a book. Solving the mystery.
Now, are we doing the same pattern as last time, where we each kind of end up doing 2, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
cycle 1 in and 1 out, but you get like 2 slots, 2 in a row. You get 2 sessions in a row when you're the new guy in.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen regardless, because there's 4 of us. That's just enough people. So it's like there's going to be 2 of us right next to each other that are writing. So whenever you do start writing or creating, the timer is going to be set for 7.5 minutes, but paired twice, that's going to be 15 minutes total. It's plenty of time.
So since James was the first one to be added, he's going to be in for just one 7-minute session, and he's going to be out back with us talkie people.
Well, it depends, because if Wrangler gets picked next, James will actually get to go twice.
Woo!
What if Otter gets picked next and James is only going once?
Yeah, then James is on.
Oh, because we're going with the vertical order?
Yeah, we're going with vertical ordering.
This is so confusing. I love it.
All right, let's go ahead and spin again. We'll see how this works out.
Be Frederick.
Oh, would you look at that? It's me.
There we go.
Man,
You
I
should
guess
just
it sucks
spin
to suck.
every time so that you might never get to write.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be going twice to start off with, so this is gonna be fun for the next 15 minutes.
Yeah,
but-
okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So
The host
in
of his
either
own
case, I'm
show
gonna have
has
plenty
to
of
start
time.
off quiet.
What is it?
I said the host of his own show has to start off quiet.
I know, right? It's no fun.
Finally, some peace here.
Yeah, seriously. Jeez, guys. All right. Well,
Wrangler, you could continue your boss fight now.
I just want to get to a save point so I can shut this off.
well, you do have a little bit of time, but the clock is ticking.
Let's do this. Got my
We'll
pen
go ahead
ready.
and start. See you guys in the next 7.5 to 15 minutes.
Sounds good. So James has got a pen ready. I think he's writing traditional. Interesting. Do you do your writing traditional, Wrangler, or are you a digital typing in Word kind of guy?
I'm sorry, I roboted out on my trying to do too much and I couldn't handle it. What'd you ask?
I was asking if you were a hand writer or a word writer.
I'm using Microsoft Word.
Yeah. Even for
When
your
I started
draft,
with the first one, it was in a notebook. It was by hand at first.
So do you start like your outline in a notebook and then your draft then goes to Word?
Well, after I realized how much writing I was doing, because remember originally I wasn't planning to make it a book. I eventually went, okay, I need to actually get these in a file or something. So I sat down and just transcribed it, typed it all onto Word. Each file was a separate chapter, so I could have all the tabs open across the top and jump back and forth if I needed to make adjustments.
Yeah. See,
I guess you could say I'm not an author. I'm a game dev that doesn't know how to make games.
Yeah.
Hey, it worked out. People liked it.
I think for my second issue of the comic, I'll be writing like scene by scene, probably in different files. Create a scene. I don't know necessarily which scene is going to go ahead before which other scene, so might build a bunch of scenes and then sort of distribute them out after that.
Honestly, I didn't have an outline. I had a beginning and an end in mind, and I figured out how to get from one point to the other, one chapter at a time. Because I thought it was just going to be a short story tops. And it's getting longer. I'm like, oh, this might be a full novella. And then I ended up stumbling into novel territory, not realizing it. So it all happened because I kept asking myself dumb questions like, why is that character there? What motivated this character to actually end up in this position doing this? And I ended up coming up with more, even if it wasn't something that's going to appear in the story. I was like, I wanted in my head to know why everybody would realistically have put themselves to this situation or taken these actions. You know, if it was relevant to the story, it would be explained. If not, they were just there. But it's like, when I started asking myself all those questions and filling out all the details, I realized eventually there was a lot more to this than I originally thought. But I guess that's what makes it all cohesive.
And you're talking about your third book. This
No, that
process.
was my first book.
Your first book, right? Because after that, when you started your second one, I guess you probably knew you were going to do another novel, right?
Yeah, I did. I didn't realize how big it was going to be. Again, just like the first one, I thought it was going to be a short story. The second one ended up almost twice as big. And I'm hoping the one I'm working on now is not quite as big. I didn't want a chonker, but that's just what it turned into.
Right, because you were explaining that your second and third book are kind of like happening in parallel in the world.
Third and fourth.
Oh, third and fourth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Book one takes place in October of 98, October 30th of 1998. And then the second one spans from there into the first week of January.
Wait, the first book takes place in just one day?
In just one day. The whole book is just one day.
That's crazy.
In fact, I went through at one point and I was like jotting down about how long it's been between one scene and the next. So I was like, because I needed to know when she steps outside again, is it still daylight? What's it doing? What's the temperature? This is October, so I had to like think about all those things. Yeah, but in book two, you have things the next day, a couple months later, and it ends up spanning about a year and a half of time.
I mean, there's not a lot of books that take place in just one day. That's kind of a rarity.
Yeah. But it seemed to work out. Yeah, book 3 is in 2018, so is book 4. Those two are happening concurrently. Haley and Elizabeth split up. Elizabeth is dealing with something on Earth at the same time that Haley is on another world dealing with something with the Marshals. So those are happening concurrently. The book 3 and 4 actually intersect. And I might just have it be there's book 3 and book 4 branches off from book 3 rather than rehash stuff. I'm really not sure how I'm going to handle that yet because I don't want to put like an entire same chapter in both books, That's kind of...
I mean, if it's not a copy paste, but the chapters viewed from two different perspectives, that could be super interesting. Like if you revisit the same scene, you revisit the same scene, but you tell it differently.
Where the two groups overlap, I was thinking of telling it from the Marshals' point of view, but there's not really anything new to be gained from that in the overall story, really. It's just...
Well, maybe you don't see something new to gain yet.
That's very true.
Maybe when you put your nose down to it, you'll discover something.
Problem is, it would be 2 chapters that would repeat, and the second one, the other chapter, there's no coming from a different point of view in that because it was an ensemble thing. And
I'm sure you'll find something clever. Yeah, sure you'll find a clever way to handle it.
Or I could just start off with the Marshals leaving Earth in book 4 because everything that led them to that point happened in book 3. Because I wanted to go through their training and all that as they became Marshals. Even when I see that counting down,
oh, someone's at the door.
Pizza's here.
I'm back ever so briefly.
Yes, because we'll be sending you back to the typewriter.
Sending me back to the mines. The mines of writing. The mines of Moria.
James is still writing.
James is still writing.
Yeah, those Bitcoin mines of Moria.
I'm here. Just had to finish the sentence.
Did I hear you right, James? You're like writing with the old school pen and paper?
No, I was just saying that for wordiness.
Oh.
It's a metaphor.
All right,
Yes.
Frederick.
Or lying.
It's going to be you and me next, Frederick.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Okay. Let's do it.
Party
Well, I
hard.
got to make some clips, like take something from one of Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible, and he's diving out of the helicopter into the building or stuff like that. And like a little "I'm going in" type clip.
That's right. Okay, I'll go ahead and start the timer again. I'm going in.
Going in.
Let's do this.
So what's up, James?
All is well. But it's interesting you mentioned Mission Impossible because, as you know, I've been getting into the handhelds lately. I was thinking of getting my hands on that old school N64 Mission Impossible game. If you ever played that one.
I have not. I skipped the N64, so I.
Oh yes,
I
yes.
did
You're
play
a you're a Samus supremacist.
more like I just have a very narrow range of interests, and there's like nothing on there other than Smash Bros. Was an interest to me, and I ended up playing that on the GameCube.
Nice. Yeah. There was a few. I think there's like three or four Mission Impossible games. They since stopped making those. But these days, there's really not a lot of stealth games as available as it used to be.
No, not really. I mean, there are games with stealth sections, but that's about it.
Yeah. Though something tells me you probably weren't the largest to the stealth genre.
To the what genre?
The stealth genre.
No, not really.
Yeah. First-person shooter and well, no, not side scroller, correct?
Yeah, I'm a side scroller. I'm a button masher.
There you go.
Run and gun, blast them, and then explore.
Ah, classy. The ladies love that.
Yeah, and then when I figure out how to play the game, the intended path, I go looking for ways to break the path. Try to get to areas I'm not supposed to be until much later in the game.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Try to cheese it.
Not necessarily cheese it, but try to find alternate routes. It's like, there is some games have branching paths deliberately, and some have an intended path, but they give you a couple other ways to find. The thing about getting into later areas early is you're going in weaker to that area than you normally would have. But if you're good enough and you make it through, you come out with a later game power up that changes everything. But you got to earn it,
Yes. Now, did you play that Legend of Zelda game, Breath of the Wild? I remember that was sort of like how that one was set. You could go anywhere at any time, but
I think that was straight up open world.
Yes. I don't know. Well, you said you're into
The exploration.
that there Nintendo, so
yeah.
maybe
I played A Link to the Past. I like that one. I finished that one. Yeah, that was the last Zelda game I played.
Ah, okay. Not really an open world, or I have to drag you into one of them one of these days.
Yeah, I play those worlds where everything's ability gated, but if you know how to use your maneuverability and with a little bit of skill, you can get over things that look like you weren't supposed to be able to. And sometimes they do intend for you to be able to do that. Like there is one area in Metroid Dread where if you slide off a ledge right before you jump and you time it just right, you can jump across and then wall jump to the wall, do a wall jump from there and get up to a platform that you couldn't. That was intentionally designed to be that way, to be you can do it, but you got to know exactly how. So that was an intentional thing. There are a few things in there that might not have been. Most of the tools you picked up so far might be able to put you past where you thought you couldn't go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get you. Now these days it's like you can get there for $9.99. DLC. You and me. Always selling new content. Nothing's for free.
I mean, some DLC microtransactions might have their place, but to the degree that we see them now, it's absurd. It's beyond absurd. It's obscene.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot. I mean, what is it? Somebody said, I forgot who said it, but they said it's basically NFTs. And maybe even a little worse because it's just in their lovely closed ecosystem. Like, for instance, I have a game called Atom RPG on the PC. I like to play it on my handheld, but then I have to buy another copy that runs on the handheld, even though it's the exact same damn game. It was like, what's the deal? Just runs on something else, therefore I got to pay the double. Just
that's annoying.
It would be nice. Ports, man. Free ports. But I suppose it is what it is. I'm just a badger in a raincoat over here. Or a duster, as some may call it.
An overcoat.
An overcoat, right? I've been getting into the game Ark Survival. It's not Ark Survival Evolved anymore. This one's like Ark, the Anniversary Edition. Yeah, that's what it's called. They like retrofitted an entire story to it that wasn't there before and all this. It's kind of funny.
Did it work?
I mean, the story, I haven't completed it yet because the game's, it really isn't about the story. It's like just supposed to be there to, like, as a loose thread to why everything's
an excuse to play.
Yeah, basically, because the whole concept is you wake up on this island, you just got like some freaking underwear on, and then the entire island is covered with prehistoric creatures from different eras. And you just gotta survive at first. First you survive, cut down trees, collect stones, make pickaxes so you can collect flints, so you can make spears, you can do this, you can do that. And eventually you get to the point where you start taming the dinosaurs and it turns more into a Pokemon-esque capturing sort of thing. And then once you have like some really beefy dinosaurs, you take them to go fight 3 world bosses, and the 3 world bosses open up a path to like the final boss. So like it gets pretty crazy.
Sounds
all right. Pencils down.
Pencils down. I'm back. What did I miss?
Woo.
I heard something about Zelda and open world.
We spoke about Zelda for a moment because we were discussing branching path games.
Okay.
Job.
Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
Yep. So I had an idea, author. I'm gonna start calling you author now.
The author.
Otter the author.
Otter, instead of spinning the wheel with our names on it,
yes,
each person is gonna spin the wheel, and they're gonna pick up slots like talking or writing. And there's gonna be like 2 talkings and 2 writings. And then there's going to be an extra special one that says you decide.
Ooh. And
right?
bankrupt.
And bankrupt, obviously.
Okay.
Or the group, I don't know, start to make it fun. I'm just thinking like game show stuff.
No, I agree.
Bankrupt means somebody else decides.
Yeah, bankrupt would be the group decides what
Your fate.
Your fate and stuff like that. Or
let's see.
You get voted into the hole.
I'm gonna check up something really quick.
That's fine.
I'm going with Frederick's version here. Yeah, put the work up on the screen while I'm doing it.
Oh, cool. Well, yeah. I mean,
Writing.
That's you don't see that from writers too often. That's kind of cool.
Here's my text.
You can see how rough a first draft truly is.
Well, I can't really
first
see it
drafts
because
are
it's so tiny.
hella rough. Do you want me to zoom in? I can
No,
zoom
that's
in on
all right.
yours.
He's like, nah, it's all right.
Like, nah, it's not.
I don't
worth
really
it.
want you to see
I don't
it.
really want them to see how rough it is. It's
It just looks charming if it's small in the thumbnail.
Yeah. All right. I'll go
There.
ahead and start the timer.
is that
again.
good enough?
I can see with these powers.
I'm starting to get worried. Is what I read.
All right, you guys
Yeah,
ready
is
for
this-
the
Is
time?
that big enough?
And there could be another wheel where you have to subjects to talk about. That could be
Hmm.
funny.
And
Okay,
we
I'm
need to
ready.
gamify this.
There could
We
be
really do.
prizes
Oh no!
and bells. Ding 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 ding.
Big money, big
I'm ready.
prizes. Oh,
Yeah.
I love
Get
it.
10,000 imaginary dollars.
10,000
Ooh, the
internet points.
imaginary ones.
Oh, it could be like
I'm gonna make them all different colors.
you could have returning champions. Oh,
I did have an idea for something I would call the video game show, where I ask people trivia questions where they play really hardcore and fast-paced video games.
oh, that's funny.
Oh, so you want me to play a rough boss fight in Metroid Dread while you quiz me on the lore?
Yeah. And I
Well,
guess
clearly.
it's like we'll come up with like win and loss conditions.
That sounds like an evil game show. Things.
All right, we ready for the timer?
Let's kick it.
All right. Bam.
It's
All
rough.
right,
Evil.
James. It's
If
just
it's
you and
enemy.
me.
Oh, yeah. Animals unite. It's just us, barnyard animals and college students.
Well, speak for yourself, all right? I'm straight from the river, okay? That's where I belong.
Straight.
Sometimes the sea, but not always.
Nah, I was talking about how I was playing Ark earlier, and apparently
Oh.
they got otters in that game you can capture, and apparently I think you like put them in your inventory and they keep you warm. That's where
This is blasphemy, but I do like it when us water weasels are very huggable. That's what it sounds like.
Yes, although I have seen some videos about like the Amazonian river otters and like they're pretty
those-
vicious.
Yeah, they're pretty nasty. Those are like the otters I do not like at all.
Right? the
They're
hoodlum
actually
ones.
terrifying.
I mean, it's the Amazon. You have to be kind of terrifying.
They have like bug eyes and stuff too. They just look freaky a little bit.
Oh, we're gonna eat, destroy everything. They like attack actual jaguars.
Yeah, they don't fuck around, that's for sure.
Yeah,
But yeah, as for games I've been playing, I've been going through Black Mesa recently. So that's the Half-Life remake. That's
Ooh.
been a ton of fun.
I've
And
never
I think
played.
it was like, oh, you've never played Half-Life?
No, I think I got the gist of it, and I do got the ROM, so I'm eventually gonna get to it.
Yeah, it's a super fun game. So Black Mesa is actually a fan remake, and they improve on a few things for the most part. They kind of completely redid the last area of the game, which I know why they did it, because Zen is like infamous for Half-Life fans. It's like by far the worst part of the game.
Oh,
There's a ton of like really bad like jumping puzzles and platforming and everything, and it's completely out of place with the rest of the game.
okay, yeah, I get that. You know what? They say there's not enough female representation. I'm gonna corner the market. There's not enough glasses wearing representation in video games.
Yeah, no. We do
Yeah.
have Gordon Freeman, but that's not enough, okay?
That's not enough. You got one. Who else do you got here? Without pulling out like some wizard.
All of a sudden, I'm just tempted to do the scientist voice and go, Gordon Freeman.
See, that's all we got. Just Gordon. The only glasses wearing one would statistically everyone's eventually going to wear glasses.
Technically, we do have Bayonetta. They actually had like a sunglasses war in their studio whenever they were making that game.
Oh, interesting.
They had like some of the publishers straight up telling them don't give her glasses, and it got so heated that out of spite they put glasses on every single character they could find.
That's funny.
So there is a little bit of glass representation, but not much.
That reminds me of the Rockstar Almost Mutiny that happened over the game Manhunt.
Oh, what happened?
Well, the game was like basically snuff porn, and there was no parody in it whatsoever. It was just 100% hardcore. So, like, even the people making it, they almost mutinied because half of them were like, some of them were afraid, hey, we get a lot of crap for GTA, but that's comedic, you know? It's parody. This is straight hardcore. We can't easily defend this. Everyone's going to come after us. It could, you know, it could ruin us. Another half said that they just generally felt dirty working on snuff porn. And then just like the entire like people making the game didn't want to make the game.
No, that sounds about right.
Yeah, if you ever played Manhunt.
I have not played Manhunt, though I've seen bits of it, and it's like even if you put it under a parody context, it still goes there.
It does. Well, it wasn't parody. It was. They said it was. It was the other one, like parody, but not parody. Commentary. They said it was commentary on hyper-violence in media, but like the entire plot is you're kidnapped. Now you have to kill all these people while they film you because they want to make a snuff film, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also not that good of a game. A lot of people don't see that, but it's really not that good. It's probably one of the worst stuff games I've played.
Well, it's like one of those games where it's like you always hear it mentioned every here and there, but whenever people talk about Rockstar, that is like one of the last games they talk about.
Right? And it's always just in the context of shock horror. Like, yeah, you know, Manhunt.
Yeah.
Bloody. Yeah.
Yeah, in either case, like, I've never played Bully. I do eventually want to check out Bully, though.
I recently purchased it. It is a fun game. I would say get the Scholarship of the Year edition if you can. That's the most available. Pretty damn fun for what it is. It really does feel like GTA Junior in a lot of good ways.
I can see that. From what I've seen, I can definitely see that. I mean, I have enough games as it is. I still need to, like, play more of Red Dead 2. I got so far into it, and, like, I'm going to have to play more of that game off stream. Part of the problem is, like, whenever you vow that you're going to play through a lot of Red Dead 2, as long of a game that is, it's not really feasible for a live stream. Not over time.
That's the problem with large games, you know?
Yeah.
Those ones that take like hundreds of hours to complete.
If I streamed for a living, it would be no problem, but unfortunately, I don't do that.
Right? Yeah, I feel you. Like, I'm playing Ark Survival Evolved. I just hope I could actually complete the first map because it takes at least like 100 hours to do it.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what I want to get back into playing once I complete Half-Life 1 or Black Mesa as it's called. I could go to Half-Life 2, or I could pick up another game that's in my library.
Mm-hmm.
I
usually have like one big game I play and like a small just a small roguelike. Welcome back.
Right. Pencils down, Frederick, even though you can still talk.
I'm done. Funny thing is that when we're talking, I'm still drawing.
Yeah, you're still drawing. It's just
I can't stop myself.
The conversation changes, okay?
Yes.
At that point, you're talking and drawing.
And I've thought through this gamified version thingy. Okay. So what we're going to do next time is each person spins the wheel, and on the wheel you have like writing first position, right? Because the first position is going to be doing a second 2 in a row. Then you have
All
writing
right.
second position. And then you have talking first and talking second. And then you can have an extra one called steal. Like you could steal another person's position. I've got this pinned down. I think it's going to be hilarious.
I like the idea. We need to add on to this because what we have right
And
now
we're
is
gonna
fun,
drive
but
ourselves bonkers trying to keep track of who's next.
No, because you just you just order people on the left side with the avatars. It doesn't change the functioning of the whole stream. It's just the beginning choosing part is a little bit more fun, I think.
no, pretty
Gotcha.
much. No, I agree. Oh boy. Well, Frederick, it's gonna be you and me for the next 7.5
Wait.
minutes.
I already did 2.
Oh boy.
Didn't I
already
just
did.
do 2? Yes.
No. You and I are gonna be talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you get to talk and draw now, boy.
Phew. Like this, not talking is hard.
I'll go ahead and set.
I'm really
timer.
good at that part.
That's right.
All right,
Let's
another
do
7.5
it.
minutes. And bam. There
Sweet.
we go.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got
Okay,
that
Frederick.
Red Dead game in my library as well. Haven't started it. There's a lot of games that I don't want to start until I'm ready to like dedicate a good portion of time with them.
Well, welcome to being a Steam gamer, okay?
I'm a real gamer now, Otter.
Games are really cheap, and
Dude.
it's so easy to just buy a ton and then not play through a lot of them.
Yeah, so I'm contemplating buying 2 games right now. There's Assassin's Creed Rogue for $5. Rogue is really short. A lot of people complain about it, but it's $5. And there's the
pretty
Harry
cheap.
Potter for 15. But I'm not a real Harry Potter fan.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna check that out. I'm sort of like an okay-ish Harry Potter fan. For me, it's not like, oh, I've gotta like play this no matter what. It's not that at all for me.
Yeah, I could get into it. Like Billy was like, yeah, it's worth it for the architecture, for walking around the schoolyard and all that. Very faithful to the design. And I could get behind that. That's kind of cool. I love the architecture stuff. I think it would be an interesting, but like, I'm not really down for playing little kids in robes who are learning to be wizards. That part's not exciting to me.
Yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan of the magic school like trope.
Yeah,
I'm like the one guy who doesn't really care about it all that much.
yeah. I've done enough time in school already.
That's me. I'm like, I don't fantasize about school really.
Yeah.
Never really have.
Now, Black Flag, I've been playing that. Being a pirate is fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I bet.
Dude, I'm having a blast with that one.
I'm gonna keep trying to convince you to play Black Mesa because I'm really having a fun time with it.
It's already on the wish list, so as soon as I get like a decent sale on it, I'll grab it. I mean, it doesn't have to be decent because the price is relatively low already.
Yeah, it's
But,
$20 right now.
Yeah, those usually like go for 75% off. You pick them up for $5 and boom, it's in your library.
Yeah. One game that's pretty much always on sale is Half-Life 2. And I think normally it's like $10, but whenever I see a Steam sale, it goes down to like $1 or $2.
Dude, like that's a no-brainer. Like $1 is less than parking in the city.
Yeah, and Half-Life 2 is like absolutely worth playing. Like there is no like hesitation before I'd recommend it to somebody.
Yeah, it's one of those great games. Like gamers like talk about like a legend almost.
It's a revolutionary game in all respects. Like it changed the whole gaming scene. Some of it for worse. It kind of depends. It's just how Half-Life 2 did it was very, very cool.
I plan to go into Alien Isolation during the holiday, the Halloween.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a fun game to start.
Yeah, I think it's a spooky game. I don't know if I'm gonna go through it all. I don't know if I'm the kind of gamer that wants to finish all the games. I did finish Batman Arkham Asylum, then I started Arkham City, but Arkham City, I kind of got disinterested with it. First of all, because I got a bunch of other new games at the same time, but also it's more disparate. Like the Arkham Asylum is very linear. Like Arkham Asylum, you're always pulled to the next thing.
That's why I'm not the biggest fan of open world games, because like it's a lot easier to lose interest.
Yeah, except when you're a pirate.
Yeah, there are some games that are the exception. Like like Baldur's Gate 3 is a good example. Well, that's not really open world. That has zones. I'll use Breath of the Wild as a good example. Like that was a game I wanted to play all the way through and just explore as much as possible. I had a ton of fun with that.
It's on the Switch.
New Vegas was that way for me.
Fallout New Vegas. I'm close to being done with New Vegas. I'm at the point where I don't know what to do to get to the finish. But like my character's pretty all powerful. I've like unlocked every location except for one of the locations you have to choose a different path, like the Caesar's Legion. I did not befriend them. I killed them all. So I can't go to the other side of the land where they have a hidden camp. So you have to go there on invitation.
Yeah, they have to invite you.
So I'm not going to get to see that location, but I think I've unlocked everything. I've done most every mission, so I think I'm going to have to research how to finish the game now, because I'm really close to it. My character's pretty powerful, relatively speaking.
Another open world game that a ton of people love, but I can only play so much, is The Witcher 3. I can only get so far in that game before I just lose interest. It's a good game, but
I haven't played it yet. I know very little about it. I've just heard about it so much that I picked it up.
I'm like one of the guys who will actually say that the first Witcher game is better. I know a lot of people will disagree with me, but I just think it's a tighter game for the most part.
Yeah.
I had more fun playing it.
I think I'm gonna go, like, once I'm done with the pirate game, Black Flag, I think I might try the Paris location with Unity. Although that one,
nice.
I've got a little apprehension because of all the buggy stuff.
Yeah.
But I might also try to install the mods. There's a system called Anvil that mods improves the core, which is already the best of all the Assassin's Creed, and it improves it even more, so it should be a lot of fun.
Oh, so apparently Expedition 33 is discounted right now, but it's a whopping $5 discount.
Yeah, I saw that 10% off. I looked at it, I was like, oh, okay, but I'm a cheapskate. First of all, I kind of want it, but I don't like really want it.
That game is like, I actually had to be sold on that game, and Game Pass was like the way I got sold on it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, buying it through Steam, it's kind of expensive.
Yeah, and there's a couple of games that I already started that I kind of want to go back to, like Wolverine Origins. That one was really a lot of fun. I put it aside for some other games. I think it was for Fallout, actually. And
I mean, that's justified.
Yeah. Did you see the new Fallout Season 2 trailer?
No, I haven't actually. I'm sort of like on the fence, because Season 1 had its moments, but it also really fucked with the lore in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of concerned that they're going to keep going with that.
Yeah, it's from what I hear, the Fallout show isn't really for Fallout fans.
Well, it is and it isn't, if that makes any sense. Like,
well, for lore fans.
Yeah, for lore fans, I'm convinced the writers know a limited amount of the actual lore, because they contradict themselves that on several points, and some of it is like contradicting what was set up in like New Vegas and everything. And my theory My theory is that the writers have only probably just played Fallout 4, and they're huge fans. And they might have played Fallout 3, but I don't think they played New Vegas. That
No, next season is all about New Vegas.
Yeah, because it's like you can't just nuke one city, and it's like even if it's their capital, you expect them to scatter. You know, you don't expect them to have no trace of anything left.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I'm not really into shows right now, so it's what it is. I'm glad someone likes it. You go watch it. Tell me how it is, Fred.
Yeah, I don't know when it's coming out, but I'll probably watch it.
I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, I had fun with the first one. I mean, there was some stupid things like the trans woman girl, whatever.
For me, that actually paled in comparison to the Vault Tech having caused like the apocalypse. I thought that was incredibly stupid.
Yeah.
The whole like socialist metaphor at the end, I thought that was really stupid.
Yeah.
That's where I thought it really screwed the pooch.
But I did like the visuals, though. The visuals were pretty on point. Like the suits were nice to see in action, the beasts. And I think we're going to get the, what do you call them? The big monsters in the second season. The
Death Claws?
Death Claws are going to be coming. And I think like on a visual aspect, it's pretty good to look at visually. Like,
yeah, like and there's a couple episodes in season 1 that were really good. I really liked the Ghoul episode in season 1. That was a great episode.
Yeah, the Ghoul character is good. Like the actor is a really good one. I think he's been holding up the show pretty much.
He's a good actor. I like his character too, though. I don't like where they're taking his character, because he's basically the American cowboy that became the Chinese spy, and
you mean Sam Rockwell?
No, it's not Sam Rockwell.
Okay.
It's that he played in Quentin Tarantino's Hateful Eight. He's the one pretending to be he's the one claiming to be the new sheriff, but we never get proof whether he is or not, which is funny.
Hey, Herman P. Hunter just joined us in the chat. Hey,
What's up,
Herman.
Edge?
I know the actor. What's his name? It'll come to me soon.
All right.
Yeah, the name eludes me.
So I think next up it is James and I. So I think that's right. So I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. So I'll see you guys in a few.
I'll see you on the other side. So how was the writing, Wrangler?
All right. It was over too quick.
That's what she said.
Don't remind me. I mean, oh, really? That's funny. And how goes the drawing?
I'm just drawing windows, Wrangler.
Ooh, what are you working on?
Oh, yeah, right. You can't see it very much. So this is one of the covers for the comic book. Actually, I called it cover A. So it's Rattel flying with the city of Montreal behind it. And I drew this back a year ago, except I kind of hand drew the city. So all the buildings were a little bit sloppily done. And I figured it wasn't going to cut it to be a cover. But I really liked the composition. I really liked the concept. Everyone had nice things to say about it. But I wasn't proud to show sloppy buildings in the background. And the design of the quadcopter had changed a little bit. And the shoulder pads also. So I figured I'll just take the drawing I had scanned, print it out in blue line, so I can keep everything the way it is. Composition's perfect. I really like the whole way things are built on this. But this way I could do a really clean perspective on the buildings in the background. And I could fix the minor issues with the designs, like the faceplate on the quadcopter, which was like one piece with the body. Now it's like a separate piece that's tilted. So, and the shoulder pads and things like that. I also cleaned up the muscles, and mostly it's about redrawing the whole city behind him. So, a lot of perspective lines that I'm throwing out there. That's why I got these pages here with the dot for the perspective on each side. So I'm going to show it like this. So the other dot is over here, so I can put my my ruler on the dot and then extend the line to keep to give the city a really clean perspective, so it looks nice. Because cover is super important. You don't want to.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't want to botch that.
The cover can probably make or break the comic.
I mean, people are ordering, mostly seeing the cover a lot of times. Although I do have interior shots, but I still got like 3 choices of covers, so that's going to be interesting to see which ones people pick. I got this one. I got the one where he's just like speed lines with like almost a G.I. Joe explosion behind him. And I've got a headshot with one of the eyeballs, eyepieces broken, and this mask is torn with a little blood on the lip. So they're all 3 different. So it's going to be interesting. None of them have the lady on it yet. But I might do a secret cover. I've thought about doing a secret cover for only Bitcoiners, where I would never promo the cover online. And the only place you would see the cover was when you got the package in the mail. So it would be it would only be revealed in person now.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's what I think too. It came out of laziness, the fact that it wasn't drawn yet. But like I kind of extended my thinking of the fact that it's not drawn yet. How do I handle that? Then I was like, I could sell it like that. I could go all the way and never reveal it until it's printed and send it out to people. So I thought that was an interesting one. I think I'll do that.
Now, have you begun working on? I'm pretty sure you probably have a few stories planned out ahead, don't you?
After for issue 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have outlines for various issues. So there are loose outlines, maybe like 4 or 5 points each, except issue 2. Issue 2 is pretty much, it's got a tight breakdown of it. There's not going to be a whole lot because I know what information needs to be in there. I'm just kind of questioning myself if I'm going to do a 24-pager again or if I'm going to jump to 32. Especially when it's time to promo the book. 24 feels light a little bit to be selling a book through crowdfunding. I mean, I'm fine with the first one. I'm going to add like extras like pinups and maybe character descriptions, maybe a making of page, a fan art page. So I'm going to be adding extra content regardless. But I think for issue 2, I might pump it up to 32. I'll see. Like I was mentioning earlier, I think I'm going to be working like by scenes. I'm going to be.
Am I back?
Oh, you never left? I didn't notice you left. I hear you.
Okay, I lost connection for a minute. Everything turned into black squares with the spinning wheel in the middle.
Oh, I didn't notice. I was just rambling on. So,
okay,
yeah.
good. Then nobody listening would have been bored.
So I'll be like writing the scenes for issue 2 soon, and I might. What I think I'm going to be doing is I'm probably going to be writing stuff for multiple issues, then editing it down and deciding where to cut off after that. So I think it's going to be fun to.
That might not be a bad idea.
Yeah. And comic books, it's not a whole lot of writing if I compare it to what novelists, even short story writers do. Comics are pretty short, dude. Like issue 1, a little bit of backstory and a fight. If I break it down to its core elements, so 24 pages of comic book story goes by really quickly.
Yeah. That's where I really admire your artwork ability, though. When it comes to fight scenes, I think it's so much easier to convey with visuals than just straight up prose.
Oh, probably, yeah. I would not want to. Well, I didn't even write the fight scenes on paper. I was like, I'm just going to go visually choreograph it. Choreograph. Yeah. We have a winner.
And the winner is me, every time. Also, hail Fu Man Blue in the chat.
I think it's rigged.
What's up, Fu? I got the wrong thing up. Let me get the chat window open.
We should count the words, and whoever has more words wins or something. I'm putting too much thought into this. This is
yeah, especially since I don't know how many words I started with on this document, so I don't know how many I added.
Yeah, I'm overthinking this, but it's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. It's cool to be working with your friends on a hangout on Friday.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we're getting some amazing work done too. Artwork, writing, you name it.
I'm just drawing windows on her.
Oh really?
Windows after windows after windows.
Next thing you know, you'll be drawing Windows XP. Giggity. I'll stop.
I would have to reboot my page soon.
Oh no, you got the blue screen of death, and that's it.
I've got updates. Yeah. Updates are coming. I can't draw now.
Oh no!
I have to download.
Otter, would you be kind enough to let my evil twin in from the backstage in just a second?
Yeah, I'll do that right before I set the timer again.
So it's me and you, Otter, now.
Actually, no, it is. Oh yeah, it is you and I. No, I thought for talking, but no, it's for creating.
No, I'm kind of focused on the creating. That seems to be the ring.
Yeah, pretty much.
Even though it's not what's featured on the stream, it's kind of like where the concentration is happening.
That is another thing I admire about you artists, guys. You can still talk while you're working.
Yes, but are we saying anything of value now? That's another question.
All right, I just added James back. I saw that he might have disconnected or left. I'm not sure.
Small internet stutter there.
Yeah, internet stutters are the worst. All right, so I'm going to reset the timer. So, Frederick, it is you and I. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Squeak.
So, how's things for the Badger PI?
Everything's good. Hopefully my audio sounds okay, because yeah, it's a little funky tonight with the internet all of a sudden. That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, you sound fine. Are you coming through good and clear?
Through slightly robot.
But yeah, I don't know if that roboting out was on your end or mine, but
good old internets, you know. They want to run everything off of it all the time, and we still have issues like these, like at least on a weekly basis, you know.
Yeah, but luckily StreamYards is here to take the blame as usual. I swear, a lot of us beat up on StreamYards. Some of it deserved, some of it not.
I hears you. Yeah, I mean the software is expensive, and for what it is, you think they'd offer a much more stable connection and a little bit of clarity up in here.
Yeah, but I also know my home connection is garbage, so sometimes I'm blaming StreamYards when really it's just I don't have a good signal.
Righteous.
But yeah, I am kind of disappointed in them as far as when they upped the price, but they didn't give us extra options. Like now we can get the chat from Rumble in on the live chat panel in StreamYards as well. That would be excellent. And since we're paying practically double for what it was before, I'd like to see some more options added, you know?
Yeah. I mean, they took away some options. You used to be able, on the free accounts, to play an intro or play videos in general. You can upload and play videos.
Yeah, they took,
but
instead of giving us more options with the increase in pay, they just took the options away from the free version.
Exactly. Maybe they just had too much freebies out there. Like, oh, all these free accounts using this feature. Let's give them an incentive to pay. Pay more.
Pay more. Feed the pig.
Give me some money.
Now, I don't know what their situation is. It could be out of desperation, like we're having financial problems, or it could be something completely different. I really don't know.
Got to make more money than last year. Yeah. I mean,
they might, but with how many people ditch StreamYards because of the price increase, they'll probably break even. I don't know the numbers, so I'm just speculating off the top of my head. Please, nobody take this as gospel truth. But
I mean, probably kind of expensive to be just streaming, letting all these people get out here streaming, connecting to the YouTubes. Hi, YouTube Wonderland. What are you doing out there?
But then they know they get idiots like me who.
Look at...
Oops. Still there?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You kind of cracked a little bit. I thought I lost you for a second.
No,
but they know they'll have idiots like me who I'm like, I already know the user interface. I know where everything is. I have all my settings. And stupid things like that will keep a lot of us idiots paying the high price. You know?
Don't gotta relearn another pro. Some of them do kind of look like.
But they push it too far.
Probably not the. Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't hear you for a second. A little bit of a breakup.
Go ahead. You're good. I'm listening.
If they push it too far, though, then it's going to all backfire and they'll lose more. Because they know they got to know they were going to lose when they did that. They're going to lose users. But I think they were hoping they would lose just a little bit. So therefore, the bigger price hike would reach the goal they were setting for themselves. But I mean, sometimes lowering the price brings in more, and having more users at a lower price can bring you a bigger payoff at the end.
Yeah, I hear you. That's a possibility, but I don't know, because like I said, streaming's pretty expensive, so I think that might have to do with it. Because this software kind of boomed along with a lot of other software during, or I guess what you'd call like the streaming boom, and just like all the streaming software just proved to be super expensive to run. I don't think it's much different here.
Yeah, probably not. It just absolutely floors me when I think of how much data these companies have to store. I mean, look at YouTube, for example. All those videos are being held in somebody's computer somewhere. Yeah, it's like that's got to be a mass amounts of computers and just data far beyond my comprehension, all being stored and accessible.
I'm sure Google has just a magnificent sized server farm somewhere just constantly running, because there's
that's got to be ridiculously expensive
on that.
Yeah, The just the cost of maintaining that has got to be probably more than I'll ever make in a lifetime.
Yeah, they must spend just. Well, they said like YouTube's a cost. What is it? A loss leader. So they're not making money on it. They're like making money on other stuff that pays for YouTube. So they remain the big boys in town. Big boy.
So it's being propped up to hold a position, pretty much.
Exactly. You know, it's their shtick. They're probably gonna stick cameos, particularly like the number one consumed form of media,
Which gives them a lot of control over the info everybody gets.
I'm back.
Giallo. Yeah. Hey.
Feels good to be back.
Feels good to be a gangster.
Oh yeah, that
And
movie's
it feels
amazing.
good to
By
be
the
a
way,
gangster.
Yeah, it's a classic. Two chicks at the same time.
I
That's like,
love
yeah.
I love like the deadpan stare he gives when he says it too.
And when he's like listening in on their evil plan, and he's like, they're all like, okay, we're going to be quiet about it. Me too. Yeah,
Such a
don't
good
worry
movie.
about them. Paper thin walls, man.
Paper thin walls.
The wall
Don't worry about it.
series.
He's cool. Hey, don't worry, man. I won't tell anyone either. Like, oh, dude, who the fuck's that? Don't worry.
He's cool, man.
James, I think you and Wrangler were cutting out a little bit there while we were writing or drawing there.
Yeah.
You were cutting out as well,
Like
Hunter, but you were silent, so it didn't show.
Oh, was I?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Who knows? Maybe it's a StreamYards night.
It could
It
be.
might
I mean,
be.
I've been getting I don't think other people get this bug. It might be related to my computer, but it's only on StreamYards. Like my volume will cut off, like the sound, about an hour and a half into every stream, and I always have to go. Like I kick myself out and I come back in. Pretty much every like hour and a half in every stream, it just goes mute. Then I look. Okay, like nobody else is everyone's mute or everyone's silent, so I know it's me. But it's a regular. It's every time.
And when everyone's mute,
Fun.
no one is.
All right. We ready to reset the timer? I think it's going to be Frederick and Wrangler this time.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
More windows.
And go.
I'm going.
All right, James, it's you and me. What am I reading here?
Individual was
Where-
possibly listening. Hi, individuals.
I sent a post earlier today, and it was just me holding up like a book in hand. It had like a little like sliver of like my hand in the picture. I get a comment talking about how my hands are soft, and then it's just a string of everybody posting like hand pictures. And it's like, what am I looking at? Yeah, I don't even know there. That's intriguing. Oh boy. But in either case, yeah, I've also been getting into. I'm well over halfway through reading Dragons of Autumn Twilight, and that's been super fun. I do want to pick up the other books, so I think there's like a trilogy
Nice.
for the first few Dragonlance books, and yeah, they're well written. I like them.
Not bad. I've been trying to get into the Otherland series by Tad Williams. I'm not sure if you heard of that one.
Otherland. I feel like I've heard of it. What's it about?
It's like game-ish. I don't really know what it's overall about. It's like it's it's like a much more high concept version of what's that damn like, Ready Player One, where a
Oh,
person
okay.
enters a strange digital land. But like, I know that's where it eventually goes. I just completed the first chapter, and it opens up in like World War One, talking about how shitty World War One is. I'm like, okay, well, I heard
Interesting.
mentions of World War One. Let's see how this goes. It's just the entire chapter. It's like, damn, this is depressing.
Like, man, World War One fucking sucks.
Basically, it's like, well, eventually he's not going to be there, I guess. And then it goes off. I could never. This is a fault of my own reading habits, but for some reason, whenever you have one of those books, you have the opening chapter following one character, and then the second chapter is like just following a different character. It does this here, and now I'm just like, in this futuristic cyberpunk setting, following this girl with no clear attachments, mind you. And
Yeah.
for some reason, whenever that happens, I instantly lose interest in the novel, and I put it down for like 2 weeks.
You want to know what I hate whenever I'm
Yeah.
reading? Well, this isn't limited to reading. I've also noticed this with like movies as well. Games do it too, though not quite as much. I hate the in media res opening, but then the character goes, "So I bet you're wondering how I got here. Well, let me explain." I'm like, it's another one of these, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Like I like in media res openings, but I hate when it's like they start much later in the story, then it's like an immediate flashback to how they got there.
Oh, okay. So you didn't like Quentin Tarantino's cowboy movie? What was it called?
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight, yeah.
I have mixed opinions on Hateful Eight. There's some really good scenes in it, but I'm like, I've got some problems with that film.
Like, damn, a flashback right in the middle of the movie. You sons of bitches.
Yeah.
I didn't. I thought it was all right.
Like it's not my favorite Tarantino movie by any stretch. It's okay. I kind of view it along similar lines like Inglourious Bastards, where it's like there's some really good parts to the movie, like really good parts, but everything on the whole is just kind of jank a little bit. Inglourious Bastards is a little worse for it, actually.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. Particularly because if you compare the two movies, one of them takes place in a room with a real tight sort of script and setting. Yeah. The other one's like, all across Europe with like 24 characters. I think it has some pacing issues.
Yeah, and it's like I kind of hate that it completely deviates from historical accuracy by the end. Like, I'm not really one to like harp on about historical accuracy, but whenever there's like no indication that this is supposed to be like an alternate timeline, and then at the very end of the movie they just like shoot Hitler like multiple times in the face, I'm like, wait, this is an alternate timeline? Yeah. I had no clue until now. Okay, I guess.
Right at that moment. Yeah. I also had kind of an issue when they killed off or just disappeared half the cast till the ending.
Yeah.
And I also wasn't expecting a suicide mission. I thought they were going to throw the dynamite into the crowd.
Yeah, it's just a very janky movie. Like, I think so it's like everything that doesn't concern like, so there's some fun moments with the bastards themselves, but I'm forgetting the character's name where it's like she's like full on infiltrating and like it's like a revenge story. Yeah, I love that bit. It like with the exception of the ending, maybe like that might not be the best, but it's like just, most of her story is really fucking good.
You know what? Sort of World War II. I honestly, this is actually a Soviet-esque movie. Have you seen The Death of Stalin? I actually think that one's better.
I haven't, actually.
It is a quippy comedy, all revolving around Stalin's death and just the fallout from it. It's dark. it's a little surreal and it's just comedic as hell. You get a kick out of that one, and it's much more historical accurate. Though it kind of takes a timeline and just kind of puts it on fast forward, so it seems like everything happens in like a week.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. I might have to check it out.
Yeah, check out a trailer. You're gonna laugh your ass off. That's a very interesting way to sort of explore that portion of history, because they had their secret police, all this dark stuff. To wrap
Yeah, it
it
sounds like a good time.
dark lens.
Also, I've been seeing where a few Twitter friends have apparently just watched the first Deathstalker movie. I'm not a fan of that movie, really.
The only thing I really remember about Deathstalker, other than it trying to be like a almost like Conan exploitation-esque film, was that in Deathstalker 2, they literally have the villain stay at the beginning. You go get him, and Deathstalker 2.
I like Deathstalker 2 a lot more than the first one. The first one is a little too grapey for my taste. Like, it's not just like one or two scenes. It's like frequent throughout the movie.
I've heard of that.
I'm like, I think this is somebody's disguised fetish just a little bit. Second movie has like next to none of it. And I'm like, whoa, this is like a completely different movie.
Without the rape.
Yeah.
Hey, friends.
There's even like a whole on like Rocky
Be right back.
parody bit.
Yeah,
there's like a whole like boxing match that just kind of comes out of nowhere, and it's awesome. It feels like a very tongue-in-cheek D&D film. That's the best way I can describe Deathstalker 2.
It's definitely one of those straight-to-video films from back in the day. It kind of feels like it.
Yeah,
But,
it's one movie where I think it's way better than the original.
The sequel, right? Well, I mean, just by eliminating the sexual assault, you're definitely going to get better than the first one.
Yeah, and it's like unless you're adding it into the movie with like how like Berserk does it, where it's like it's there for an actual point in the story. It's like, oh, this is just like exploitation bullshit. I hate this.
That was the age of exploitation, that's for sure.
That is true. Yeah, there for a while I kind of went on a binge of a few different swords and sorcery movies. One I tried recently that I was kind of expecting to be okay, but I didn't really like at all was, I think it was called like The Sorceress. It's like two sorceresses. Like that's pretty much it. Like, I can't tell you much about the movie other than that. It was a very boring film.
No,
would you consider He-Man and the Dolph Lundgren He-Man to be swords and sorcery?
Would we consider He-Man to be swords and sorcery?
Yeah, the Dolph Lundgren version, though.
I never seen it, to be honest.
It's more like, I would call it more kind of like science fantasy, or like, I don't know. I wouldn't call it like strict swords and sorcery.
Yeah, that's not sword and sorcery. It's a space opera.
Yeah.
I mean, there are technologies and stuff like that, but more often than not, you're dealing with staying on one planet and dealing mostly with medieval style weaponry.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's like there is a certain style to sword and sorcery that is like, it kind of aggrandizes both men and women a little bit. It's like men are like broad and muscly. They're usually kind of like displaying their might in like contests of wit and strength. For ladies, it's like all about being cunning, sexy, stuff like that. It's like there's very much kind of like a feel to it. I mean, you could probably argue it might be sword and sorcery adjacent, but it's like,
yeah, because I always thought it very much felt like a sword and sorcery, but then again, maybe Maybe that was just the tone of the version I watched. I grew up watching the 80s one.
So I haven't, at the same time, I haven't watched a ton of He-Man, so I probably can't say with like full like certainty whether it is or not. But my answer kind of like leans towards not really.
I mean, it's got elements from it. Like if you focus on certain characters, like you could focus in on a He-Man story and ignore stuff, and it would be totally sword and sorcery. But
Right.
there's a lot of spaceships, like they have flying ships, lasers, guns, machinery.
Right.
So they have a lot of sophisticated sci-fi elements, which
Swords and sci-fi.
What's up,
Yeah.
Tenkage or Tenkage?
Hail Tenkage.
it's 10 kg, guys.
Also, Tenkage, if you want to join us, feel free to. We have the StreamYard link in the Discord chat. If not, perfectly
It's
fine.
Tentaga.
Yeah. So we can go ahead and start the countdown timer again. So it is going to be Wrangler and James this time around.
Let's
I think
rock.
that's right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
All right. And start. All right, Frederick.
I'm going to take a break from drawing now.
Okay. We can just talk, okay?
I think I would need that. It would feel good. I've been drawing so many lines, straight lines.
So, Frederick, how do you feel about the Deathstalker films, or have you watched them?
I don't even know what they are.
They're sword and sorcery films.
Sounds interesting, but I haven't seen it. I'd have to check out a trailer to get a first impression.
Yeah, it's like the best way I can describe it is if you've seen something like Beastmaster or like
Oh, I love Beastmaster. That was one of my favorite. Well, I don't know if I should say favorite, but I mean that marked me so much as a kid. I watched it at a really young age, at maybe 8.
Oh, really?
8-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I recall those. What do you call those creatures who have like membrane wings? That
Oh, the vampire-like creatures?
Yeah,
that part of the movie's really cool. I love
they
that
hug
bit.
their victims and then shake, and then
They're just bones by the end.
yeah, the skin melts off of them, the flesh melts off of them, and there's just bones that are left.
Really gnarly.
That I thought was, first of all, scary as a kid. It's like, whoa, I don't want that to happen to me. And I've rarely seen like a death so gruesome and powerful in a movie. It's so good. The ferrets were cute, little ferret creatures, except when one dies. Why?
Tenkage says he considers He-Man science fantasy. It has SNS elements, but also plenty of space opera too.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
not.
we're
I
saying.
would. It's not like pure sword and sorcery. Like
Yeah,
I kind of agree with Razor Fist on this one, where sword and sorcery is testosterone and titties. That's a lot of sword and sorcery.
yeah. I mean, sword and sorcery could technically be set in a historical setting, like
Yes.
three.
Technically, Solomon Kane is sword and sorcery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That has a little less boobs, but like it is not slacking on like the adventure, masculine hero, stuff like that.
Yeah. And the thing with He-Man is a hodgepodge. So they take a lot of sword and sorcery elements, but they just add crazy, absurd stuff, sci-fi stuff. I mean, it's kind of like the origin of the Ninja Turtle kind of mutant creatures.
Yeah.
Because they were selling toys primarily, right? So the toy would be created first, and then they'd figure out a way to bring it into the story. And so that's why you had creatures with crab hands, a Cyclops who could turn his eye would change, turn red, things like that. So a lot of crazy, surreal stuff would happen in He-Man.
I would also say that a big element of sword and sorcery is that magic is mysterious and dangerous.
He-Man, I think there's supposed to be magic, but you rarely see it used. It's rarely part of the plot.
Right. I will make a bold statement. Thundar is objectively superior to He-Man in just about every way.
I'd have to check Thundar. Rings a bell, but
It's basically it's Conan the Barbarian, but instead of Atlantis, it's our world that he's sifting through the ruins of.
Oh, interesting. The thing is with He-Man, the comic books that came with the first wave of characters, because the story changed a lot in the early phases. The original story for He-Man was really powerful, really good.
What was the original story?
Well, first of all, it looked like it was drawn by Frazetta. I think Mark Toshira did some of the art. It was like way cool to put into like 5-year-olds' hands, to be honest. Like, it was just top of the line art. So to get those as a kid was just like kind of mind blowing. And there was no Adam, so He-Man would not switch into Adam. There was no cutesy things. It was before the cartoon, so no Orko. And everything had much more of a sword and sorcery feel, right? He'd be fighting Skeletor and the Beast Man, which were totally perfectly set in sorcery setting. You'd have Man-at-Arms who would have a little bit of technology, so it would give you that kind of like post-apocalypse feel instead of prehistoric. But it wasn't overwhelming part of the story yet, and you didn't have the whole absurdity of all the various creatures that don't really fit together or just like a joke. I think there's literally one character called Fisto.
You really need to check out Thundar, because that's a lot of what Thundar is.
Yeah, that rings a bell. I don't know.
Strangely enough, Hanna-Barbera was the ones who produced it, but
it's like
really
a feature film animated short, animated film, right?
No, it's not a film. It's like an actual cartoon.
That's what I meant. I mean, animated feature. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. It went for a few different seasons, but like you had like Thundar himself. I'm forgetting his lady companion, but she's the magician of the group. And then you have Ookla, who's basically Chewbacca, but a lot more murder hobo-y. And it's like one of the main ways I can describe Ookla is he doesn't speak, he roars. And he tries to operate tech, but he usually ends up breaking it.
That's cool.
It's a fun show. I enjoy it. That's another series that's very D&D-esque.
Yeah. There was a lot of those in the 80s and 70s. I mean, Conan influenced a lot of other filmmakers.
You actually had an actual Dungeons and Dragons cartoon that was pretty good.
Oh, that was excellent, dude. That was like better than it had any right to be.
Yeah, it was like way better than it had any right to be.
Yeah. And real diversity.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you talk about like all these Karens like screaming for like there's no diversity, and I'm like, I point to that cartoon, I'm like, look at the cast.
And the setting of them going on a ride was an interesting introduction to the world as well.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be like in the Greyhawk setting too. Like that's where they're transported to.
So the interesting thing is Dungeons and Dragons was kind of divided in the company level at that point. And the people who had the rights to the cartoon were not the same department who had the rights to making toys.
Yeah.
So the toys that were coming out with the Dungeons and Dragons brand at the same time the cartoon was a hit had nothing to do with the cartoon.
Yeah, you had a couple of like D&D like characters that were kind of staples. Strangely enough, Venger wasn't one of them. It was Warduke. And Warduke is only in the cartoon for one episode. but he was like a big toy and everything that was being
Yeah.
sold at the
I had
time.
that one. I remember.
I
It
love
was-
the design for Warduke too.
Yeah, that's
It's
kind
just
of a rip-off of a Frazetta painting, if I don't recall correctly.
that sounds about right. He looks like a Frazetta character.
Yeah, that was a great toy to have.
Also, Wrangler and James, the time is up. You guys can talk
Yeah.
if you so
Pencils
wish.
down.
Do I have to?
They hit the thing.
The bell has
I
spoken.
used to love Thundar the Barbarian as a kid. I
Thunder
can't
the
remember
Barbarian is
anything
fun.
about it, but I do remember always being excited that it was on and watching.
So, Frederick, one of my favorite episodes of the D&D cartoon is called The Dragon's Graveyard. I don't know if you've seen that episode or not.
Maybe I have. I used to watch it all the time. Like,
Oh, is that the
but
one
it's-
where they were trying to get back to the real world?
Yeah, the whole cartoon is them trying to
every
get back to the real
episode,
world.
Wrangler? Nice try.
Yeah, the Dragon's Graveyard is when they say, fuck it, let's kill the villain. And,
I
and
only
Dungeon
seen a
Master, the
handful
character,
of
is like, wait, what?
Well, because they acted like real Dungeons and Dragons players.
Yeah,
Because they had to consider the world they were in from the perspective of coming from another world. And that was
also,
what-
sorry, James, I cut you off.
No, it's no problem. I used to have a handful of episodes on VHS when I lived on a ranch. That's as much as I seen back in the day.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's cool.
Also, I'll be right back.
I thought you were going to say they tried to kill the Dungeon Master.
Huh?
They got
D&D.
pissed
Yeah,
off
no,
at him a couple of times, and I don't think they ever tried to kill him.
you know, there's another show that I remember owning a handful of episodes on VHS. The cartoon Mortal Kombat series for kids.
What?
Yeah.
I never even heard of such a thing.
Really? Yeah.
Wasn't Mortal Kombat like super violent and like parents had a fit?
They had RoboCop toys.
They had Rambo cartoon.
That wouldn't stop them. And yeah, it was, but you know, it was new technology.
Yeah, but the Rambo cartoon wasn't good, if I recall.
Most
was-
of the 80s cartoons weren't good, but we loved them back then.
No, that's not true. A
I
lot
used
of
to
them
watch Kid Video.
a lot were great. Inspector Gadget was fun.
Yeah.
Transformers and G.I.
Mask.
Joe were good. See, Cops I didn't get into that much. Mask I really liked. Cops, I felt Cops was missing something to get into it. They had a good theme song, though. The art was pretty good.
Yeah. I miss that kind of animation. I really do.
Yeah, that's all pretty much gone now.
Street Sharks.
I
Yes,
never
Street Sharks.
watched it, but I do remember that coming and going.
It was basically just like just trying to ride on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fame.
Oh, yeah, a lot of them were.
Right up there with Biker Mice from Mars and
Yeah. Yeah. Turtles changed everything. I mean, Turtles kind of like turned G.I. Joe fluorescent. Like all the toys became fluorescent after the Turtles' success because they were all looking at how do we make money?
uh-oh.
And they drew the wrong conclusions.
I
on
just
it.
realized that the timer never started. Now we all
Well-
stare in silence at the timer just as the music ended for the loop.
I mean, we're just because Otter stepped away for a minute, so we're
Yeah,
just
we're
all
chatting.
talking.
I have returned.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to step away for a few seconds.
That's
What
right,
did I
you
miss?
say that.
Talking cartoons a little bit.
Oh, nice. All right. I think it is me. It is James and myself next. If
Sounds
I'm not
about right.
mistaken.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yep. All right. Time to resume writing.
Let's do it.
And
Action. I'm starting to yawn right now. Like I've been on a weird sleep cycle lately.
Yeah.
I think getting excited about the campaign and stuff is just kind of threw off my sleeping schedule. So I've been woke up at 5 a.m. this morning and went to work on stuff a little bit and then
Yeah.
slept most of the day. But things are getting done. It's a little bit choppy, but it's going in the right direction. Can't complain.
It was a sad day at work for me today.
Oh, yeah, because you sounded a little down when you said hello earlier. It sounded a little bit low energy. What happened?
It was my boss's last day.
Oh,
And he was awesome to work for. There really was a whole downer atmosphere because it's one of those places where everybody there, we all liked our boss. If we came in and realized, oh, he's off today or he's on vacation this week, we were legitimately bummed. We knew what things weren't going to be as good as usual, and we're always happy to see him there. Well, today was his last day, and I've been working for him for the better part of almost a decade. But today was his last day, and it was a little on the melancholy side all day at work. Everybody was bummed.
yeah, I get it. Do you know who the next boss is going to be, the replacement?
Kinda. One of the guys that was working there, he's going to be taking over the position. But I think they're making changes in the system too. So it's like, who knows? But one issue is a lot of our clientele was built up. My boss had built up rapport with all these places through the years, and there were a lot of them they would call, and then when they realized he wasn't in that day, they're like, never mind, I'll call back tomorrow. So with him gone, we're probably going to lose a good chunk of our established business.
Damn. Was he? So he's going into retirement. He's Is that why he's leaving? He's retiring, or he got another job, or?
I think he left because he's burnt. All right. I'm there for almost 10 hours when I go in. When I get there, he's already there, and he's still there when I leave. He has an hour drive to get there, hour drive back, and he was doing it for 6 days a week for years.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do
Middle
it.
management is like, oh no, he's gone. What are we going to do? The district management is kind of terrified about this. Meanwhile, upper management is like, what are you talking about? Never heard of them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's corporate for you.
Yeah. I mean, I do think it's good that there's a degree of separation because, that's what the district manager is there to deal with, people on an individual, personal, face-to-face level. If the upper management had to sit there and think about that while running a company that has a nationwide network, if they try to focus on that as well and know everybody, they would drive themselves insane.
I hear you describing the situation, and I can't help myself from thinking of The Office. With Michael Scott left.
I have to watch that.
No way! You've never seen it?
No, I've seen all the memes. I know about it, but I've never watched it.
Oh, dude, you're gonna have a grand old time. It's a really good one.
I know that's where the guy with the suspenders tying coffee mug comes from. That's like, I'm gonna have to ask you to do this. Yeah.
No,
No, that's
no,
not.
That's a movie. That's Office Space.
Oh yeah, Office Space.
Yeah. No, The Office is one of the best.
Oh, that's the one where they do the cut scenes where they talk to the camera. Or...
Yes. Yeah. And the first couple of seasons, like it was before wokeness. So they do things that you can't do today. Like they do cringy, over the top, offensive humor that would never fly.
That's where we get the gif of the guy throwing the computer in the dumpster, right?
Nope, that's Parks and Recs.
Eventually, I will get one of these right.
Well, yeah, if you shoot enough at the hoop, eventually you'll get one in. But yeah, no, The Office, I think if you dive into that series, you're going to have a laugh. You're going to have a hoot. It's so good. Like, I used to watch it, and I always say watch it, I mean the whole 7 seasons on repeat. So it's the kind of show I would watch to fall asleep to, because it's such a feel-good vibe. Like, it's always kind of, and it's never loud because it's always kind of an office environment.
Yeah.
So, and it's about a boss who really cares for his employees, but he's kind of like, lacks a little bit of self-awareness. And he's very full of himself at the same time. So it's very funny. Very, very funny. Yeah, you're going to have fun discovering that show.
Yeah. Trick is, I got to get myself to sit down and watch it because I don't remember the last time I just sat down and watched a TV show.
Yeah, same here, man.
Unless I sat in the living room to talk to other people and there was something on the TV. But does that count?
Yeah, I'm just watching YouTube now.
I've seen the last 15 minutes of many episodes of many different shows, but I don't remember the last time I sat and watched an entire show.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Roll. The Ring of Pain.
What did I miss?
We talked about The Office.
Oh, The Office is a classic.
Yeah.
The first season, I will admit, is pretty rough around the edges.
How dare you?
Season 9 is a little underwhelming too. But seasons 2 through 7 especially are great.
Season 2 is so offensive today. Like, like put a card on your head with like a Post-it note on your head with your stereotype.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that is like, and when I say offensive, I mean in the best, most humorous possible way.
Yeah, it's like, what was it? There's one joke where Dwight has like a sticky note on his head that just says Asian, and he's like, "What's my stereotype?" And Pam's like, well, you're supposed to be very smart, not very good at driving." He's like, "Am I a woman?"
Yeah, Dwight is very much, he's too into it, man. He's too, he very much,
oh, you look at that.
Oh, I
You're
think
a bot?
no. It's
How are you, bot?
It's the ad bot. Hi, ad bot.
Oh, you beat me to it.
Oh,
wait.
boy.
Oh no, I'm not a mod on here. Okay.
oh, are we just streaming on Twitch at the same time or something like that?
Yeah, we're streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and X all at the same time.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. All right. So this is going to be another 7.5 minutes, probably the last.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to say,
definitely.
I'm kind of like starting to yawn and feel my...
Yeah, we're getting
getting
close to the 2-hour mark, so this is probably going to be the last stretch of writing before I think we're pretty much done.
And this is
The
you and I.
final countdown.
It's you and I, Sir Frederick Kimol.
Alas, we meet again.
Alas. All right, time to start the timer and go.
Let's do it.
We're here now. In the next 7 minutes, you will be unveiled before two individuals who know not that much. Prepare for excellent entertainment, starting mostly a half second ago. How are you doing? How's life? We haven't spoken in like 7 minutes, maybe 14.
Yeah, it's time flies.
Indeed. Time does fly. I noticed this. I seen a little clock with wings the other day. Just trying to keep it indoors, but the way it went, it'll probably be dead by next frost, unfortunately. But
Yeah. Well, do they migrate?
no, unfortunately, time does not migrate. It flies.
Can it dilate?
I don't know. I'm not necessarily a timeologist, as they say. I think that's Michael Crichton. I'm the other kind of author, the kind of just schlock shit out constantly as possible. You want some schlock? I got whole bags full of schlock for you. $5.99 a month.
Well, schlock. Oh, how about some schlock jerky?
Schlock jerky,
Yeah.
slightly moist. Moist on the inside, jerk on the outside.
Crunchy on the outside, chewy in the center.
There you go. Much like my dignity.
Get that. It's got
Yes.
that chewy schlock nougat with a layer of caramel.
Yummy. Sounds
Like a
good.
Snickers schlock.
I love
Schlockers.
cooked sugar.
Yeah, a Schlockers bar and
It's a whole brand.
schlock shakes.
I mean, at this point, the only sort of genre you could sell this with would have to be cozy mystery for the wine moms out there, which I thought about getting into, but I haven't read enough cozy mystery, nor do I want to. So,
Now, what's the difference between a regular mystery and a cozy mystery?
a cozy mystery is kind of like, you ever seen the show Murder, She Wrote?
Yeah.
That's basically a cozy mystery. Everyone's a little silly, bodies drop left and right, but like it never gets too dark. It's all wrapped up at the end. And there's this,
like any Allison Sweeney show on Hallmark. Pretty
yeah,
much.
I guess I never seen them because Hallmark, but I could see them appearing on there. And usually a cozy mystery series is attached to some sort of like food brand. Like the Sleuth owns a cupcake shop or something. And then they usually have actual recipes that are associated with them that you can make at home. Like it's real Wine Mom-esque. They literally is. Some of them, even if they get really popular, they release with like cookbooks. It's the Murder Mystery Cafe Cookbook #3. Wow.
Are any of these cozy mysteries as good as Nancy Drew?
Well, she invented cozy mysteries.
And the Hardy Boys?
I think Hardy Boys could probably be seen as cozies for boys, possibly.
Yeah. I mean, they intersected all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Nancy Drew, very much the first cozy. Really created an entire genre that's mainly, I'd say, female writers and female readers in there. It's probably what I'd call the anti-swords and sorcery. But you know what? It's good though. It's good. It's sort of like the schlocky stuff for women, which frankly is a lot these days. But most of it's usually pretty clean. Though with the advent of sexual literature, I've heard some of that's been getting a little dirty. Being where they stick it. And
Isn't it weird? Women can take their smutty literature and just read it in public on a bus, and that's fine. But if dudes take their smutty literature and read it on a public bus or something, everybody's going to get pissed.
Well, the interesting thing is, I think male literature is erotic, but may not go full smut because a lot of the time it's action oriented, hot women, but usually people die. The guy gets the girl at the end. You don't get like a full blown sex scene usually. I say usually because there's a lot of literature out there. But if it's written for males, it's more of like a power fantasy, and if it's written for women, it's more of like I don't want to say domination fantasy, but a lot of it out there has been kind of leaning towards that.
It's them getting kidnapped by some big dominating beast of a guy, and they get to tame him.
Sometimes the women gets tamed. But overall, I think what it is because pornography for women, what gets them going, is more than just the physical form, but they get engrafted into the story. They get invested into the characters, and then if it ends with a giant spark of lustful romance, that's the lime for that. Well, guys, we enjoy some, depending on the gentleman, I suppose, but usually looking at something more adventurous, a lot less lust.
Yeah, but
yeah,
unfortunately, because it's in prose novel form, it ends up in front of people it shouldn't be in front of, and nobody bats an eye because it's just a fantasy book. This is not the fantasy genre she's reading.
Yeah, it's what I call the South
reading romantasy, aka smut.
It's what I call the South Park rule. Watch. It's where people are complaining, but they're all like, no, you can't. See, this is empowering. This is great. You can't stand against this. I call that the South Park rule because the irony behind South Park is it's one of the few shows you can't speak out against, yet it is carried as a bastion of freedom of speech, which to me is ironic.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. No, South Park's freedom of speech, man. Stop freaking criticizing them.
We did it. We did it, folks.
We did it.
Did it.
I feel so accomplished right now.
That starts with an
I have most of the windows up now.
Very nice.
As an open?
No, they're all window panes. There's emphasis on the pane.
Yeah.
Would you say it's a major pain?
I'm starting to think it's going to take longer to draw Montreal than it took to build the actual city.
Probably not.
I may be hyperbolic.
Right.
Just a little. Oh boy. Well, in all, though, I'm pretty happy with how far we got tonight.
Yeah,
Quite a lot.
Yeah. It's a good mix,
Yeah.
man. I really like the formula. I'd love to try that the different approach of choosing at the beginning and make it.
I
game
would say
show-esque.
though,
Draw
maybe on that.
cards for our turn.
Maybe after the first hour, mix up the players in different positions because I've never spoken to Frederick all night.
Hey, Flamin' Potato, welcome to the show.
That's right. That's right. We're kind of.
We can do that. Also, hi, Flaming Potato. Welcome to the
Flaming
chat.
Potato.
We're actually about to wrap up, but we're happy to see you join.
Yay, people, humans.
Huzzah! All right.
Yeah, that
So
was
I
a
think
good
with-
one.
I
What you
think with
guys?
that,
What was your highlight of your creation tonight?
The words, really.
yes,
Many of them, big ones, small
so many
ones,
words.
punctuation.
They were highlighted.
No, but I guess I could do that.
Okay,
Not sure why I would.
I'll bite. Flamin' Potato is really excited right now. Why is that, Flamin' Potato? Why are you really excited right now?
Oh,
This could be a very good question or a very bad question, depending
And we
on.
have no idea which it is until it's too late.
Yep. Oh,
Whoa,
cool.
that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, super glad to hear it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
8
8
p.m.
o'clock.
or a.m.
I'm willing to guess AM, if I'm to guess. But in either case, that's awesome, man.
Central Time.
Ah, cool. All right. Well, I think with that, we can go ahead and pretty much end things up here. So, yeah, thank you all for joining us for tonight. And we are about to wrap up. So, yeah, squeak, squeak. We can go ahead and shill. So, James, would you like to start off with shilling?
Hey ho, everybody. I'm working on a brand new series that's going to release in about 2 months' time. It's what I was currently writing. You can follow me at worldwithoutendlore.substack.com, where I'm going to be releasing all my short story series, and one of them is currently releasing, about to wrap up. We're going to take ourselves about a month-long break where I'm hopefully going to release 1 to 2 extra series next time around. So we're really speeding this thing up. Follow it all at worldwithoutendlore.substack.com. It's lots of fun, and all my short stories released with a free downloadable PDF, so you can keep it for yourselves. All that, they talk about they're killing our video games. Yeah, well, Audible is killing our books. Download your free PDFs today.
Oh, yeah. All right. Wrangler.
Find my books on Amazon. I'm working on books 3 and 4 right now. But 1 and 2 are out and ready to go. Haley Star Bad Kitty and Bad Kitty Haley's World. If you like a fun adventure with a mix of sci-fi and fantasy, then you're going to have a good time with this. Haley and Elizabeth are a blast. And you can also check me out over on Substack under Frequency Studios, where I got a short story set in the same universe.
Very cool. Also, it looks like Flaming Potato just dropped his Webtoons link in the chat.
Yes, I have the webpage up on one of my tabs. Do you want me to hit the share on that?
Yeah, go ahead and share it. This is the time to shill, after all. So if you're still with us, Flaming Potato, we can go ahead and shill it real quick.
Okay,
Oh,
this looks like you're starting. Hi, I'm an indie artist who is currently learning how to draw. I upload once every 1 to 2 weeks, so be sure to follow me for more. Now, is this looks like a Substack style thing, but I'm not.
Webtoons probably modeled themselves after Substack, or maybe vice versa. I'm not entirely sure.
Right. So, organized chaos.
Yeah, very cool.
I'm not sure. Is that the Flamin' Potato?
I think so. Behold, Flaming Potato. All right. Well, on that note, Frederick, what have you got to shill?
Well, I'm working on a comic book, as you can see.
Really? I never noticed.
It's coming along nice and slow, and I'm going to be launching the campaign September 6th on the Comicscape Commandos comeback stream with Patrick Quinlan on his PQ Vox channel. So,
he's back?
Not yet. He's going to be back on September 6th, and we're going to be launching this campaign on that evening. So it should be a very fun time. So if you guys are interested in supporting the project and want to support it on the day of, tune into that stream. We're going to have a grand old time.
Hell yeah. Yeah, really looking forward to that. Going to be a real fun release. Yeah, and if you're curious about what the Otter does, he has a sword and sorcery book out right now, which is pretty relevant after we were talking about sword and sorcery. Called The Curse of the Star Raids. That is the first book in the Steel and Stormbright saga. I am very nearly finished with the second book, hoping to get that out for everybody to read by Halloween, which is going to be a fun time. On top of that, if you are curious about The Curse of the Star Raids, you can find it on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. There is also an audiobook version being worked on as we speak, so be on the lookout for that. And that's all I wrote. So, let's see if we can find a fun little clip.
This is my promise to the people of the Video Podcast Network world. I will not eat a single morsel of food until Margaret Thatcher is dead and buried.
She died 3 weeks ago. We'll be right back with Larry King.
I love that clip.
I miss Norm.
Norm is great. All right. Thanks, everybody. And we'll see you all next time.
God bless.
God
Squeak,
bless.
squeak.
See you around the internet.